Tail of the tape now for Timothy Bradley and Ruslan Probodnikov. And in the first two areas, you say, oh, they're the same guy. Same age, 29, same height, 5'6". Arm length, an advantage of 1.5 inches, measured from the armpit to the end of the fist for Timothy Bradley. They both weighed in a half-pound under the 147-pound limit. Probodnikov has gone up overnight only to 150 pounds, and Bradley is the fighter who will enter the ring with a functional weight advantage of 9 pounds in this instance, weighing 159.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Home Depot Center, this is the main event of the evening. Proudly being brought to you by Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated, in association with Banner Promotions and La Cerveza Tecate con Carácter. This bout, scheduled for a maximum of 12 rounds for the WBO World Welterweight Championship. Supervising for the WBO, Richard DeCure. The judges are Raul Kai Sr., Jerry Cantu, and Marty Denkin. The man in charge, referee Pat Russell. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Carson, SoCal, the moment has come to find out quién es el más macho. Introducing first, the challenger, fighting out of the blue corner. He enters the ring wearing black with silver and gold trim. When he stepped on the scale, he weighed in at an official 146.5 pounds. And as a professional, he maintains a record consisting of 22 victories against 1 lone defeat, with 15 of those victories coming by way of knockout. From Berisovo Khanty Mansi, Russia, the Siberian Rocky, Ruslan Probodnikov. Across the ring in the red corner, he enters wearing black with white trim. He weighed in at an identical 146.5 pounds. He enters the ring an undefeated fighter with 29 victories, 12 KOs, and 1 no contest. His previous performance catapulted him to boxing superstardom. And tonight, he defends his WBO World Welterweight Championship. The 4-time world champion, representing Palm Springs, California, Desert Storm, Timothy Bradley.
Man, you're working hard today.
I know, and I can't. Geez, I got to sweep up afterwards too. It's not pretty.
I'm just glad I'm not in here.
All right, gentlemen, let's go. All right, there's the line right there, right in the middle of the swoosh. There's the line. It's right at the edge right there. It's great. 12 rounds for the championship, WBO welterweight of the world. Touch them up. Good luck. Come out at the bell.
Top Rank, Tim Bradley's promoter, hopes that this fight is the start of an informal welterweightish tournament involving Juan Manuel Marquez, Manny Pacquiao, the winner of Rios and Alvarado, and the winner here tonight.
Veteran referee Pat Russell in the ring. Here comes Probodnikov, trying to get low and get into a position where he can possibly get at Bradley's body. We struggled in the fighter meeting yesterday to define Tim Bradley's fighting style, and ultimately came to the point of saying, well, it's an athletic style. He can adjust to just about whatever the other guy might do some way or another in the fight. He's not really a boxer puncher. He's not a puncher. He's definitely not a brawler. He's not really a pure boxer. He's a guy who has the athletic skill to do just about anything at any given moment.
He's boxing's Tim Tebow. He always wins.
With some better craft than Tebow.
You know, he gained a lot of respect. I gained a lot of respect for him yesterday in the fighter meeting, because it's not often that you see a guy go through the biggest fight of his career and then get treated the way that he was treated afterwards. But it shows you that he is one of the most honest guys in the sport of boxing.
And graceful.
Stop.
And
Yes.
straightforward. And at the end of the day, a real man.
And I have to say I love him for that.
Bradley tries, I think, to be a boxer puncher, but just isn't a big puncher. But he does hit hard enough to keep guys honest. And he's a pit bull. You know, once he locks on, try to shake him loose.
Prabodnikov giving as good as he gets in that exchange. First 30 seconds of the fight were mostly Bradley.
Watch the heads.
Prabodnikov has gotten in a couple of good body shots and one big knock upstairs in the last 45 seconds. There's another left hook. There's Bradley's left hook twice in a row. High action fight.
Turned into a pit bull fight for real. Two pit bulls.
Well, Prabodnikov has to have that in him, or else Freddie Roach wouldn't have used him as a sparring partner getting Pacquiao ready for Bradley.
That's exactly right.
Real good action.
Talk about an honest guy and a real man. Ruslan Prabodnikov's only loss was to Mauricio Herrera. A lot of ringsiders felt as though it was a bad decision and he won the fight. Prabodnikov says, no, that's not true. Don't take credit away from Herrera. He outsmarted me and
Big
won it.
right hand.
Big right hand by Prabodnikov. And Bradley is not going to be judged with a knockdown. And even though he falls back on his back while trying to get up, Pat Russell rules it a slip, not a knockdown.
Bradley's been on the deck before, memorably twice against Kendall Holt. Got up to win that fight. Prabodnikov's a good puncher.
He was knocked down once early and once late against Holt, and he has been ripped by Prabodnikov in the last 30 seconds of the first round, and I think he's very lucky that Pat Russell didn't rule this a knockdown.
Hey, I told you not to fucking get careless in there, man. Okay? Now, what did I tell you about the first and second round? Okay, come on. Hey.
Hey, Tim.
I told you to. I told you to box this fucking guy.
Don't worry about
right?
Hey.
Wait till he wears down a little bit, and then you want to get inside. Okay?
Don't worry about Tim. Get to him, okay?
Wait up, Jackson. Wait up. Tim, hey, you gotta be fucking smart, dude. I told you the first two fucking rounds.
Here you see Prabodnikov come right over the jab with the overhand right. Tim was throwing the overhand right, a right hand at the same time. What a great shot. Once again, right over the top of the jab, you see Prabodnikov come with that good overhand right. Very short punch, hurt Timothy Bradley pretty bad.
That should have put him to sleep, Roy.
Yeah, it should have, but Timothy Bradley has one good chin on him. We already knew that.
CompuBox numbers in round one. What a round. Bradley 27 of 74. Prabodnikov 24 of 69. Prabodnikov had 14 power shots landed in the last minute of the round. Bradley may still be just a little woozy as the second round begins.
Bradley came out in that first round with something to prove, and it may have worked against him.
Prabodnikov all but grinning at him through the mouth guard. Little lateral foot movements keeping Bradley out of trouble here, but now he gets rocked again by right hand.
And he's hurt again.
Trying to fight his way through it and taking another right hand and still standing up.
Bradley has no answer for that little looping right hand on the inside, Roy.
Yes, he does. He got his own right hand.
Another right hand lands for Prabodnikov. They are trading shots.
Bombs.
What a fight.
All right, I got it. Stop punching. Step back.
Bradley's trying to get away from it by going right, but when he leans there too long, he's still in the path of that right hand.
But he's landed some of his own right hands, too. And I think he may have hurt Prabodnikov that time.
Left hook lands for Prabodnikov. Gets Bradley into the corner. Stalking. Bradley firing shots of his own.
He should be fighting straight up in that corner like that.
Neither man is hard to find. Bradley eats another big left hand. Huge shot. And that's another slip.
No knockdown.
As Probodnikov tried to fly at him.
Bradley's looking to really land something big, but it's Probodnikov that's doing the hurting here. And Bradley at standing up straight, Roy.
Yeah, he's getting hurt because he's standing so straight up. I don't like to see him standing this straight up. He's really out on his feet right now.
It appears that if it's going to be a phone booth
one
fight,
shot gonna finish him.
Probodnikov is the stronger man.
Yep.
By standing straight up, he's also a sitting duck for the sweeping left hook.
That's exactly right. And Probodnikov is getting hurt too, though. Probodnikov is hurt himself right now. Trust me.
What a
Both of these guys are hurt right now. Oh, there goes Bradley. Both fighters are badly hurt right now.
20 seconds left in the round. Can Probodnikov find the answer to getting Bradley off his feet? Bradley has no legs. Probodnikov misses twice. And he's going to make it out of the round. Unbelievable.
Wow.
We showed up in Carson for a boxing match, and the war has broken out. Make sure you stay tuned. Following live boxing for the premiere of Road to Rios Alvarado 2. And don't forget, those two warriors meet in the ring again on March 30, and both of them would admire greatly what they've seen in the first two rounds here.
Oh, my God.
Well, you might have expected that from a Ruslan Probodnikov fight, but not from a Bradley fight. Amazing.
Bobby Weaver's on those hooks.
Bruce, how we doing? Round 3.
Both hands.
You good?
Yes, sir.
Here you see Probodnikov land that big looping overhand right. Then it comes with a left hook when Bradley was straight up in the corner, and that hurt Bradley pretty bad. And once again, he lands another left hook after Bradley hit him with a left hook. So they were hurting one another in that round.
CompuBox numbers in the round: Bradley 28 out of 80, Probodnikov 38 out of 97. Probodnikov with a big edge in power shots. Now here comes Bradley as the third round begins.
And I can guarantee you that Bradley's in a better position right now because this is the type of fight that he's used to.
Elaborate on that, Roy.
Well, he's the type of guy that wants a fight to get late, where everybody gets tired. He has more heart than most people that ever think about coming into the boxing ring. So,
and more stamina.
So a late fight is great for him. With Probodnikov being a big puncher, his trainer had told him to go a few rounds first, let him burn off some of that powerful steam that he has, then box him. Well, this is why.
Right, Bradley feels that if it comes down heart to heart, he's got an advantage.
Well, that's his best opportunity because this guy is so strong. But Probodnikov has not been in many big fights as Bradley has, or has been in the distance as many times as Bradley has.
But then there's the reality: if Bradley keeps getting caught with that right hand and then stands straight up for the hook, you can have the biggest heart in the world.
Yeah, but now he seems to be. Yeah, but now he seems to be settling back down to himself. And what we also have to realize is that Bradley's been off for 10 months. You know what I'm saying? So to take a fight like this off of a 10-month layoff says a lot about Bradley to me too.
Probodnikov threw 97 punches in the second round and has fought the third round as though he's arm weary.
Exactly, because he's not used to throwing that many punches, and Timothy Bradley was also hitting him during those exchanges.
Yeah, Bradley came out this round, it looked, let me keep this guy off me, let me set him straight early in the round and then worry about boxing.
And Bradley is steadily going to the body. Probodnikov is not really going to the body at all.
This has been a vacation round for Ruslan Probodnikov. Probably trying to look for one big shot, hasn't found it. Bradley realizes now that Probodnikov is arm weary and isn't throwing, and takes advantage of all this to step up his own activity level and begin to score.
And this is the time that Max is speaking about when you really find out how bad Timothy Bradley wants to win. This is when other fighters find out what it really means to want to win.
Yeah, most fighters who ever lived are knocked out already with those shots Probodnikov is landing.
And Probodnikov looks like he's wondering right now, how in the world is this guy still in front of me?
Probably is. There's some fans in the arena who are wondering how he's still there.
His name is not Desert Storm for no reason.
A clearly exhausted Ruslan Provodnikov simply walks around the ring in round number 3, and Bradley easily wins it.
That's the way you box. That's the way.
Hey, you feel better now? Okay, you run into some fucking problems in there, man. You can't do this shit. Okay? Wait, remember, he has to fight your fight. Don't fight his fucking fight. You got this? Okay, every time he wants to work, he wants to push you to the ropes. Just fucking get inside on him, like you did right now. Don't let his ass work. Okay? Don't let his ass work, Tim. Every time he wants to.
The jab is working for you. Get your distance, can go to the power shot behind the jab, okay?
He is good.
He's fine.
Referee Pat Russell wondered about Provodnikov after a round in which he only threw 15 punches. Remember, 97 punches thrown in the preceding round. Only landed 2 punches in that round. Bradley was 21 of 56. Harold, how did you score the first 3?
Okay, Jim, I got it 2 rounds to 1, 29-28, Ruslan Provodnikov. He clearly won the first 2 rounds. Great rounds. Timothy Bradley was out on his feet. I'm amazed he stayed up. He's got a big heart, a lot of guts. He endured the first 2 rounds. Provodnikov just looked on weary like he called it in round 3. Easy fight to score. 2-1, Provodnikov.
It is easy, Harold, but no 10-8 for Provodnikov? Has to be a 10-8.
You're saying the second round is a 10-8, right, Max?
Bradley was several moments away from being stopped. I mean, out on his feet.
Another right hand for Provodnikov. This one Bradley takes very well.
Pat Russell stopped Rios Alvarado. I don't know that Alvarado was in worse condition than Bradley was.
Pat Russell might have given Bradley a break by not ruling a knockdown in round 1 here.
All right, free up those hands. You don't need me. Free them up.
Good body work by Bradley.
Provodnikov still doesn't seem in a position to pull the trigger here, as Bradley is beating him to the punch, beating him to the punch.
Sometimes fighting as a southpaw in the middle of the ring.
Free hands, free them up. Free hands, watch your heads. Free hands.
Provodnikov catches Bradley again. They trade right hands.
Provodnikov is a serious puncher when he does punch.
On the inside, see Bradley leans on his right foot and provides a sitting duck for that Provodnikov right hand.
Oh, good shot.
Good uppercut by Bradley. Follows up with the right hand. Good body shots by Timothy Bradley. Whipping Provodnikov face to face now.
Free him up. Free hands, let him go, Tim. Free hands.
There's another right hand for Provodnikov. Bradley managed to roll with that punch and limit the impact.
They don't have the same steam on them as they had before, Jim.
Stop the bell.
Oh, good shot. Good body work.
Excellent body rally at the end of the round by Bradley. Immediately following the conclusion of live boxing, stay tuned for the premiere of Road to Rios Alvarado 2. A look back at their thrilling October slugfest won by Rios on a 6th-round TKO, and a look ahead to their highly anticipated March 30 rematch. In the 1980s, he was simply known as the baddest man on the planet. Tuesday night on Real Sports, Mike Tyson, who is touring the country, telling his life story in a one-man show, opens up about his shocking decline, which culminated with a 3-year stint in jail for rape.
Feint with the left hand, go with the right hand over the top.
Here you see Provodnikov land a beautiful overhand right over the top of Bradley's jab, but Bradley come back late in the round with a beautiful right uppercut, and he follows it, I think, with another jab or two. with a hook rather, and a right uppercut.
Talk about Bradley's stamina. He had a very busy round in round 4, throwing 107 punches, landing 48 of them. Probudnikov was only 12 of 37. Bradley has warmed up now, is into the fight, and begins to fight at his pace, rather than what happened in the first couple of rounds when Probudnikov was dictating to him based on those huge power shots he landed repeatedly.
The longer the fight goes, the better it is for Tim Bradley.
Always.
Yes.
Every night.
Yes, and in this particular fight, it gives him an opportunity to work the rust off. Because he has to be rusty off of a 10-month layoff.
Bradley's made some adjustments to take some of the sting off Probudnikov's punches. On the inside, he gets inside the power a little bit, Roy, it looks like. And then on the outside, he keeps his distance.
And he's making Probudnikov keep his hands at home by throwing the small pity-pat punches, which is very smart for Tim Bradley.
Good right hand for Bradley.
Oh, good hook for Bradley.
Hook.
Bradley's playing with fire when he goes to the corner like that.
You got to realize, too, though, Bradley has a 9-pound weight advantage right now. So his punches have to be having some effect on Probudnikov.
I think he's slowing Probudnikov down round to round. He's doing it with body shots, with greater activity, with carefully chosen shots upstairs, fighting much smarter than he did in the first couple of rounds.
Much smarter.
He's fighting with the typical Timothy Bradley will that just refuses to give.
And refuses to lose. Nobody told Probudnikov it was going to be this hard. He's like he's in there with a termite that won't stop biting.
Series of uppercuts by Bradley as they once again go into a phone booth, the way the first couple of rounds were fought. Right hand lands again for Probudnikov.
Oh, good shot.
Real good hook to the body, and Probudnikov is hurt from that punch.
Hurt him
His
bad.
right elbow is now planted down there. And he visibly kind of deflated when the shot landed.
Yeah, it did.
Stop at the bell.
We've seen a strong rally by Timothy Bradley in rounds 3, 4, and 5 after he placed himself in severe jeopardy in rounds 1 and 2. Earlier tonight, 22-year-old prospect Oscar Valdez from Nogales, Mexico, fought super bantamweight Carlos Gonzalez. This was a 4-round fight, and Valdez dominated it all the way, despite the flowing blonde locks of Carlos Gonzalez. Valdez and his flat top were thoroughly in charge, and he continued his unbeaten record en route to possible bigger exposure somewhere down the road.
All right, Bob and weave, coming, getting that momentum with that big overhand right and come back at the left hook.
Постоянно левый, правый, потом когда правый боковой, через руку левый боковой сразу.
You gotta catch him when he's punching with you, okay?
Here you see Timothy Bradley land one of my favorite combinations. Left hook to the head, then down to the body. Not many fighters throw that punch, and usually the guy is not ready or expecting that body shot off of the head shot.
Bradley in the 5th round threw 118 punches after he had thrown more than 100 in the preceding round. He landed 47 of them. Probudnikov was 19 of 54. So Timothy Bradley, after a relatively slow start tonight, has put on a show in the last couple of rounds, throwing more than 100 punches in both rounds and landing close to 50.
Something else Timothy Bradley starting to do in this round is step around Probudnikov just enough to keep Probudnikov's hands at home, as you say, Roy.
Yep, and to keep him from setting so easily on his hard punches. Good body shot.
Timothy Bradley's wife, Kathleen, and his mother, or excuse me, his wife Monica and his mother Kathleen were seated at ringside. You caught a glimpse of them at the end of the first round. Since then, they have left their front row seats and disappeared from where they were sitting in the arena. Maybe it was a little chilly, or maybe it was a little violent. We'll see if we can find out.
Well, I think it was a little violent. Oh, good shot.
Don't push.
Well, perhaps somebody should go find mom and wife and say, hey, as of round 6, all is well.
You're exactly right.
Bradley has restored order in the fight.
No elbows.
He has. He's taken over the fight, but Provodnikov remains dangerous. He's throwing some hard shots.
But just the sheer activity level, Bradley's ability to throw and throw and throw is wearing Provodnikov down.
It sure is.
When Evander Holyfield was in his prime, you hit him and hurt him, you'd see that mouthpiece come out, and that meant you were in trouble. and Tim Bradley is same kind of guy.
Good
right
body
on the
work.
belt line, right on the belt line.
Now Timothy Bradley is boxing very smartly.
Oh. Here comes Provodnikov again, and he caught Bradley with that right hand again, and Timothy Bradley reaches out and holds on.
Yeah, he's hurt again.
Yeah, his back was to us.
Bad.
We can't see what landed.
Yeah, he's hurt bad.
But he looks like he did in that second round.
Oh.
Another right hand, and another right hand.
You don't need to be trained like this.
Look at this.
Provodnikov's trying to take his measure. I mean, whoa, what is Timothy Bradley made of?
Steel. Steel.
They're putting on an amazing show.
Okay.
Round 7, Freddie, how's your fighter doing?
He's doing okay.
He's okay, he's still in. All right. We're starting to get a little attrition. I'm watching both.
Okay. Now here.
He Provodnikov landed a beautiful left hook coming in. That hurt Timothy Bradley. That started the mayhem in this round. Then these guys just went once again back to Desert Storm type of a war. You couldn't ask for a better fight.
Do people understand? Bradley was out on his feet doing that.
I'll tell you what, it's not the biggest crowd I've ever seen, but it's the luckiest crowd I've ever seen. There couldn't be a knowledgeable fight fan here who expected to see what he's seen so far. This has been an all-out war in what was expected to be a boxing match. Bradley was 38 out of 103 in that round. Provodnikov 34 out of 84. Each landed 31 power shots. In the last 20 seconds of that round, Provodnikov got himself back into the fight. Harold, how do you have it through 6?
Jim, 3 rounds apiece, 57-57, all even. Ruslan Provodnikov definitely won the first 2 rounds, and certainly he hurt Timothy Bradley enough in round 6 to win round 6. You know, Jim, what catches the eye of the judges is when Timothy Bradley gets hurt, his head snaps back. You know, I mean, you can see it. On the other hand, when Provodnikov gets hit with a right hand, his head don't snap back. He just stands there and takes it. He is a great 6th round by Provodnikov, 3 rounds apiece.
And I'm being told by the producers in our truck that between rounds, Joel Diaz, Timothy Bradley's trainer, threatened to stop the fight if Bradley wouldn't listen to him. He said, you are not paying attention to what I'm telling you, and if you keep taking these risks and getting hit like that, I'll stop it.
Well, he better get ready to stop because Bradley ain't listening. And it's not that he's really not listening. Provodnikov won't allow him to listen. Because just as I was saying, Bradley was fighting a smart fight, and he was moving left and right to not allow Provodnikov to set. He stopped moving, and then Provodnikov caught him with a left hook.
Yeah, but I don't think for a second Diaz is going to stop the fight, and I don't think Bradley thinks for a second that Diaz is going to stop the fight.
Nah.
Diaz is right.
Vodnikov might be able to stop it if he can land another one of those crunching right hands or left hooks, which have had Bradley in trouble several times.
Well, Diaz is right, because fighters pay lip service. They're going to have to take me out in a stretcher to beat me, but Bradley means that, and he has way too much heart for one person. And he's taking awful punishment in this fight, even though he's very much in it.
That's why we fight. We got more heart than the average person.
Well, it's a fan stream. Harold Letterman's scorecard is even through 6. Both guys have had spectacular moments. Both faces are beginning to be marked. Both corners are working hard. Pat Russell is going back and forth across the ring between rounds, looking at both fighters to see if one or the other is too compromised to keep going. It's a whale of a show.
It was the first round, by the way, that Bradley almost got knocked out in. The first round, and he's been fighting like hell ever since.
And the 6th round.
And the 2nd.
Stop the bell.
Good jab. Good jab.
Bradley with blood on his face. Pops Provodnikov down the stretch of that round with his jab.
Okay, Tim.
To take command again.
That's the way you win the fight, dude. Tim, get him up, please. Take a deep breath.
That's what we need you to box.
Hey, how we doing, Tim?
Yeah, I'm good. Tim, that's how we need you to box, Tim. Okay.
You just wake the fuck up.
Wake up. Let's go.
Wake up, champ.
Okay, take a deep breath. Hold it in there. Hold it in there. Okay, Tim.
Winning the fight?
You winning this fucking fight, dude.
We need these 4 rounds.
Okay.
We win them, but
Okay.
you can't be getting careless like this.
You can't fucking get careless, dude.
Come on.
Okay? It's just, look, he's going for the kill now. Okay? He's going for the kill. You cannot stay steady, dude. This guy needs to stay flat.
You gotta get your distance. You cut the ring off, put him in, use that jab right here, right behind him.
You know what's remarkable about the kinds of power shot punishment that Provodnikov has laid on Timothy Bradley tonight, Roy, is Provodnikov's moving up from 140 pounds. He's the guy who is new to the welterweight division here.
Yeah, but he punching like a middleweight.
CompuBox numbers in the 7th. Bradley 18 of 73, Provodnikov 15 out of 36. 8 jabs connected for Bradley, and you saw that rally down the stretch of the round with the jab that probably won it for him.
And he's starting out moving and jabbing good this round. So obviously he's listening to his corner.
It's the movement that matters. When he stops and stands still, Provodnikov unloads. Now let's go to Max Kellerman, who is in Tim Bradley's corner with Joel Diaz.
Joel, you were talking about stopping the fight in the corner between the previous rounds. Why?
Well, he gets in there, he gets reckless. He got caught with a good punch, comes to the corner, and, you know, I noticed he was a little bit dazed. You know, he told me, you know what, this guy's strong. I said, well, don't stay in front of him and exchange. So now he's using a little bit more footwork. We notice he is strong, so now we're trying to use some more skill instead of power. He wanted to get in there and exchange with him, but no, he's too strong. So now we have to use some angles on him.
Would you really stop the fight knowing what Tim Bradley would do if you stopped the fight?
You know what? I care for my fighter, and if I see that he's hurt, and if I see that he comes to the corner hurt, I will stop him before he gets in there and gets hurt in the next round.
But you like what you're seeing now?
Yes, I will stop my fighter. If he comes to the corner and I see he's hurt, I will not throw him in there for him to get hurt again.
But you want him to box this way now?
Now I want him to box like that. I don't want him to let him sit. I want him to keep moving in angles and counter off of him. Don't let him work.
Thanks, Joe.
A lot of the talking prior to this fight, a lot of the taunting and the competitive talk that was part of the buildup was done by the trainers, Freddie Roach and Joel Diaz. Freddie Roach was trying to get under Bradley's skin and make Bradley even more uncomfortable in the vein of the criticism and the disapproval Bradley has experienced since the decision in the Pacquiao fight. And Joel Diaz responded by saying, well, Freddie Roach is done. He's washed up. His fighters don't win anymore. So they probably won't be dining together anytime soon. Diaz and Roach.
Tell you what, Provodnikov is pretty swollen up now. His face is starting to show wear and tear from those punches from Timothy Bradley.
Both eyes are still open and clear. He can see, but that left eye could conceivably swell up as the fight goes on.
Tim may want to step around in that direction, counterclockwise, and throw that right hand.
Great body shots by Bradley as he rips Probodnikov's ribcage to punctuate the round. Make sure you stay tuned following Live Boxing for the premiere of Road to Rios Alvarado 2. Don't forget that Mike Alvarado and Brandon Rios will meet for the second time on March 30. Their first fight last year in this particular arena was a thriller, and the second one will take place in Las Vegas 2 weeks from now.
You need to show me you can win this fight. You didn't let your hands go. You took too many shots that round.
It's all right.
Took too many shots that round.
Number 9, you okay? Stop. Is he good? Yes. Ask him how he's feeling.
Yes.
Okay. I think that eye's going to be okay, Freddie.
Okay. You opening up to White. Okay. Okay? Okay, let's go, baby. Okay? I need you. Wait up. I need you to stay
Remember,
marked.
if you watched the first of our 2 fights tonight on World Championship Boxing, you saw Jesse Vargas win a close decision from Wale Omatosa because he threw and landed more punches. Single best way to get across with judges the way the sport is currently viewed. And Timothy Bradley right now is following the formula, throwing and landing more punches, particularly in the last couple of rounds, as he tries to put distance between himself and Ruslan Probodnikov, who has come close on a few occasions to knocking him down or perhaps out.
Oh, he did knock him out a couple times. It's just that Bradley stayed on his feet and kept throwing punches.
Call that a walking knockout. Oh. Crowd is beginning to chant for Tim Bradley. Now, how do you make new fans?
Watch ahead, Tim.
Get whacked, get punished, show courage, come back.
The one thing Probodnikov has not done tonight is go to the body. He hasn't hit Timothy Bradley's body much at all.
And Bradley has hit his far more frequently.
Because he's so strong. That's
a big difference in the fight.
Yeah, that's the smartest way to break a strong guy down is to beat his body.
Bradley just brought blood from Probodnikov's left eye. He might have opened up that eyelid, which you saw was so swollen.
He did. It's bleeding.
Bleeding badly.
That came from a Bradley right hand, and not a butt.
And we heard Freddie Roach concerned that Probodnikov's taking too many punches. Probodnikov hasn't been really shaken in this fight other than with a body punch, it doesn't look like, but Bradley's hitting him a lot, and Freddie's concerned.
And Probodnikov seems to feel a sense of urgency now as the blood begins to flow from his left eye.
Mark. Punch.
Minute to go in round 9.
Good
There's a body shot by Probodnikov. There have been too few of them.
They can say what they want to say about Timothy Bradley, but he just hurt Probodnikov. He just hurt Probodnikov.
Another good right hand.
That's when Probodnikov's dangerous, Roy.
You hurt Probodnikov really bad then, though.
That blood is really starting to spurt out of the eye, and Probodnikov is hurt, but still throwing bombs like that one.
Big left hook by Probodnikov.
Oh.
And a right hand. Just misses with the left hook as Bradley backs away.
I got it. Stop punching right there. Stop. Take a step back. Stop at the bell.
I'll tell you what, I don't think he's going to win this fight. But who wants next with Ruslan Probodnikov?
He might win. This fight's up in the air still.
That is a badly hurt left eye. Well, you saw that cut last week on Tavoris Cloud, and there it is on Probodnikov, above the left eye, right in the middle of the eyelid. Very difficult cut to stop.
Okay, just do your job. If, at the end, if the doc wants to look, I'll have him come up. We'll go on TO, okay? You got airborne in the corner, be all right. I'm waiting. Tim, okay. I appreciate that, Coach.
Okay. Now, we're in tough, okay? Let's go.
That cut's okay.
Let's go to
So keep it in
Pat
the
Russell's
fucking
decided
stop
that the
him.
cut is okay and the fight will continue.
Keep boxing, dude.
Harold, how do you have it through 9?
Okay, Jim, 87-84, 6 rounds to 3, Timothy Bradley. He's won 3 rounds in a row. He's busted a guy up, 6-3, Bradley.
And now Max Kellerman is in the corner with Freddie Roach. So let's go over there and see what Freddie thinks about Provodnikov's progress.
Freddie, what do you see in this fight right now?
We're hitting this guy once in a while and hurting him, but the thing is, he's outscoring us, outboxing us right now, and I'm close to stopping the fight.
You're close to stopping it. Is that because you feel your fighter is being damaged?
Yeah, he's taking a lot of shots, and I'm a little worried about him. But I mean, every time I think about it, and then he comes back with a combination, and he puts himself back in the fight.
Are you worried about the cut or about the punches to the head he's taking?
The punches, too many punches.
Thanks, Freddie.
And I agree with Freddie on that.
You agree with Freddie?
Yes, the guy's starting to take a little bit too many punches. At first, Bradley really couldn't hurt him, but in that last round, Timothy Bradley hit him with an overhand right that hurt him really, really bad. Oh, good body shot by Provodnikov.
Really good shot. Just goes to show Bradley's the guy who's been staggering around the ring at various times, and in Provodnikov's corner, they're thinking of stopping it just like in Bradley's corner. This is a brutal fight.
High punishment fight for both fighters.
I don't know if Provodnikov knew that he signed up for this, though.
Well, Provodnikov's had many chances he created for himself with big punches. When the fight is over, we're going to go back to the first round, watch the action with our rules interpretation expert, Steve Weisfeld, and ask Steve whether he thinks Pat Russell should have ruled a knockdown in the first round. It appears that it would have ultimately influenced the outcome because Bradley is pulling away on the scorecards now, or so you would think.
Whether or not he ruled, I'm not sure about the scorecards. If I were a judge, I'd have given Provodnikov a 10-8 round, clearly. Whether or not he goes down, he was badly hurt. Yep. That's an extra point in my view.
Right hand lands for Provodnikov. Doesn't have quite as much mustard on those shots as was the case in the first 2 rounds, though.
No, but Provodnikov has some heart.
Oh, they both do. Big left hook for Provodnikov.
We knew Timothy Bradley did, but we didn't know Provodnikov had one too.
A sensational fight in Carson, California.
Отличный раунд, молодчик. Все, восстановился, все нормально.
Okay. Ruslan, we need to knock this guy out to win.
Его надо нокаутировать, чтобы выиграть.
Okay?
Понял?
Now you go out there and show me you can do that this round right now. Show me you can do that or I'm going to stop the fight.
Ты должен выйти в этом раунде и показать, что это ты можешь. Ты много пропускаешь, он остановит. В этом раунде ты должен показать, что ты можешь.
Okay? Now,
Airborne?
Yeah, on the way.
all right.
Целься один удар.
Now, Ruslan, you gotta bite down hard. Bite down hard. Let's go for it. All right? Every time you hit him, you hurt him. Let's hurt him.
Раз ты его бьешь, ты его почти роняешь. Добей его уже. В этом раунде или должен нокаутировать, он подумает, остановить бой.
Let's go. Exchange with him, baby. Let's go. Come on.
Freddie Roach issues a mandate to his fighter. You have to show me in this round that you're worthy of staying in the fight.
You mentioned win or lose, who wants next with Provodnikov, Jim? Fight fans. Fight fans want next with Provodnikov.
Absolutely. Bring him back. He heard Freddie and he's trying to go to work.
And Timothy Bradley very smartly attacked his body right away.
Right, smartly, because when a guy comes out with renewed vigor, the fastest way to take it out of him is go to his body.
Right back to that body. Good body shot.
4 body shots by Bradley, hammering Provodnikov around the waistband. Trying to take the last few ounces of steam out of Provodnikov.
Oh, good shot.
Big left hook by Provodnikov. Bradley grabs and holds again.
Really better get out off those ropes and out of that corner. Oof. This is where Bradley gets in trouble when he starts trading like this with him.
Yeah, it is. But I don't know if Provodnikov really can hurt him anymore.
Huh. I wouldn't doubt that Provodnikov can. He's consistently shown the ability to do it throughout this fight.
Yeah, but I think Bradley's starting to hurt him more than he's hurting Bradley now.
Blood begins to flow from the left eye again. Although cutman David Martinez did an excellent job between rounds. Right hand over the top for Provodnikov.
Roy, even now as Bradley gets the better of it, it feels to me as though Provodnikov's hurting Bradley with everything, jabs and everything.
No, he's not hurting him at all now because he's hit him high on the head. The punches high on the head do not bother Bradley much at all. It's the ones right on the chin that are bothering him. And Provodnikov has not hit him on the chin this complete round.
Seems to be moving Bradley pretty good with all those shots.
That's another way Bradley compares to Evander Holyfield. Big star.
Come on, dude.
Let's see if Freddie Roach will let Provodnikov come out for the 12th.
Okay, you show me you can hurt him. You hurt him and you stay on him, okay?
Yeah, touch him up at the end.
Maybe. Yeah, he's coming desperate. Dude, he's gonna try to knock you out. He's gonna try to knock your ass out in this round, dude. Okay. So you better fucking stay sharp. Hold on to him. Okay, hold him and move. Okay. Blast the shit out of him, dude. Come on.
Come here. Come here. Both of you. Touch him up, buddy. All right, let's go. Back.
Copy box numbers entering the last round. Bradley's landed 337 of 940 shots. Provodnikov 203 out of 611. So Bradley has the numerical advantages, probably has a lead on the scorecards, in my personal view. You heard Joel Diaz tell Timothy Bradley, he's going to come try to knock you out. You need to show him that he can.
Provodnikov's also shown the ability to hurt Bradley on the way in. Not just when Bradley's exchanging like this. Good left hook by Bradley.
Amazing display of heart by both fighters. You don't see many better fights.
Tim Bradley is the definition of a champion.
You better believe it.
And if Provodnikov wants to win this fight, he's got to be a champion right now.
Yep.
Well, Provodnikov may not look like a champion tomorrow, but he's sure going to look like a fighter. And the crowd begins to chant Bradley, Bradley. He's won some fans here tonight, that's for sure. Body shots by Bradley. Provodnikov nails him upstairs.
Whoa. No.
We've seen Bradley survive what should have been multiple knockouts in this fight.
You okay?
He's changed his strategy. Brawl when he had to, box when he had to. show multi-dimension to his game. Just an amazing fighter. Oh,
big left hook by Provodnikov. He got him again. Bradley almost went down. Somehow stayed up.
Whoa, stop. I got it.
The heart of a champion, son.
Well, that was a left hook of a champion from Provodnikov. Knocked Bradley all the way across the ring.
What a moment. A right hand by Provodnikov.
Bradley better hold here.
30 seconds to go.
He better hold.
Bradley reaches out and grabs. His legs are almost gone.
One shot could put him down here and out.
Oh.
There's a right hand that lands again. One more time.
Better hold him.
Provodnikov is dead tight,
The
though.
ropes keep Bradley up.
He might.
That's a knockdown. That is a knockdown. But the clock is going to bring an end to the fight.
If Bradley can get up and stay up.
Hey, come here. You all right? Let's go.
Unbelievable.
It's a Rocky movie. That was Rocky.
Wow.
What a spectacular fight. What an amazing performance. And the level of mutual respect has to be going through the roof for these two fighters. What a war.
Was that knockdown enough to win Provodnikov a decision?
Provodnikov knocks Bradley down in the last round and narrows the scorecards with a 10-8 round. Anything is possible. All right, very quickly, before we get the final decision, let's go back to round one and quickly look at what happened in round one to see whether Provodnikov might have deserved a knockdown in that round as well. Steve Weisfeld is our rules interpretation expert. Steve, take us through it.
Jim, you see that Bradley got hit by a big right hand. There's a delay here. And a few seconds later, Bradley goes down, and the referee certainly could have ruled that a knockdown, but he didn't, and a judge can't call it a knockdown on his own. I actually scored the first two rounds 10-9 for Provodnikov, and I'd be surprised if all three judges didn't score the first two rounds for Provodnikov.
Yes, but Steve, you didn't score either of those two rounds 10-8?
I agree actually with Harold. If you look at the totality of the first two rounds, I don't think there was enough to score 10-8 for Provodnikov. I think Bradley did enough to bring it to 10-9.
And Steve, let me press you on one point. You said Pat Russell could have ruled that a knockdown. In your view, should he have ruled it a knockdown?
Yeah, I think there was enough causation. I think that he certainly could have ruled it a knockdown, yes.
So then you're saying he took a point away from Provodnikov that would have been his. Now here's round 12. Let's take a look at what happened here. Thank you very much, Steve Weisfeld. There's the right hand that knocked Bradley back into the ropes and started the big rally in round 12. There's the left hook that knocked Bradley into the other ropes. And in both of those instances, the referee had the option of ruling that the ropes had kept Bradley up. And then eventually Bradley's knee went to the canvas, and that clearly became the knockdown. Harold, how did you score the fight?
Okay, Jim, I got it 8-4. 115, 112, Timothy Bradley. You know, he had too big a lead. The knockdown in the 12th round just didn't give him enough points to catch up. 8-4, Timothy Bradley. But, Jim, I got to throw in a comment. Pat Russell blew the call. It was a knockdown in the first round. You cannot deny it. Absolutely a knockdown.
All right, we're going to go to Lupe Contreras and find out who won the fight right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, after completing the scheduled 12 rounds, we go to the scorecard to determine a winner. Judges Denkin and Cantu turn in identical scorecards of 114 to 113. And Judge Geis Sr. scores it 115 to 112. All three in favor of the winner by way of unanimous decision. And still, WBO welterweight champion of the world, Desert Storm, Timothy Bradley.
Well, let's take a look at the CompuBox numbers, and generally speaking, these numbers are going to show you why Bradley was ultimately the preference of the judges. He landed 129 more punches. He threw 324 more punches, throwing exactly 1,000 punches in the fight. He landed at a higher connect percentage. Power shots. Bradley landed 32 more, threw 3 less, landed at the higher connect percentage. Jabs, not a very big factor in this fight. This was not a boxing match. This was an all-out war. And if you take a look at the punch zone graphic, we'll show you where the punches landed on both fighters. And one huge difference you'll see here. Ruslan Probodnikov landed only 25 body punches. Timothy Bradley was far more disciplined about going to the body. And with those 69 body connects, he helped to keep Probodnikov off him in the middle rounds, and ultimately, that's as big a factor as anything in winning the fight. Let's go to Max Kellerman in the ring with Tim Bradley.
Tim, what did you just tell me? About fighting with a what?
What did I say? I forgot.
Right, you told me you were concussed early in that fight.
Yeah. I think I got a concussion. I know I do, without a doubt. This guy is a power puncher. He's a great warrior, and you know what? I tip my hat off to him. He'll beat any 140 and the 147-pounder out there. I'm telling you, he's the real deal.
Referee Pat Russell came up to me after the fight, said it was an honor to ref the fight. It certainly was an honor to watch the fight. Did you come out fast because you had some statement to make after the Pacquiao fight?
You know what? I came out fast because I wanted to jump on him. You know, I didn't want him to get in control and just control the fight early. I wanted to control the action and work at my pace.
He started to really nail you with the right hand, and you think that was, you were concussed in the first round from that right hand?
I don't know. One of them punches in one of them rounds, man.
What makes you say that? I mean, you're not, how do you know? Why would you say that?
Because I'm dizzy right now. I'm dizzy right now.
You were throwing punches, it looked like. I thought you were out on your feet a couple of times in that fight. Can you describe what happens in those moments when you appear to be basically knocked out and yet you're punching back?
Well, the warrior instincts come in, you know, just heart, determination, the will to win. Even though I got rocked, I still fight hard. You know, I just come right back. You know, that's just the warrior in me.
In the 12th round, he hurts you badly. It was a very close fight. It could have won him the round if you go down. Yeah. And you didn't hold right away. What was going on in your mind at that moment?
Damn it, I got to win every single round. I got to fight hard and try to win these rounds because I know it's a real close fight.
Tim, congratulations. That's a champion, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Ruslan, just a fantastic performance. First, it was a close fight. What do you think of the decision?
Очень близкий бой. Что ты думаешь об этом судействе? Близкий.
Вы все видели. Я делал свою работу. Все, что я сделал, все. Это уже пусть на совести остается судей.
You saw everything. Everybody saw what I did in the ring. It's up to the judges, but I think I did everything in there to prove myself.
Freddie in the corner was thinking of stopping the fight a couple times because you were taking so many punches. He appeared to and admitted that he was badly hurt several times. How badly were you hurt?
Фредди хотел остановить бой, ты немного пропускал удары. Насколько ты реально был поражен?
Вы видели, я не был ошеломлен его ударом, мне было все равно. Вы видели? Я спокойно шел, встречал его и бил. Я просто его бил, он бегал.
Everybody saw. I did not feel his punches. I was going after him the whole 12 rounds. He felt my punches, and everybody knows that. I didn't feel his punches at all.
Ruslan, congratulations, and I'm sure we'll be seeing you again very soon. Guys, Bob Arum came up to me right before I talked to Tim and said, wasn't that like one of those old-time fights? No, not really. The fights were never that good. Only here and there, let's face it, Jim.